Okay, guys, Andrew here. We're going to go over Nordic Fjords Hole 2. Um, this one is, it's, I find it pretty simple hole. When I first was playing it, when they put this on 2 or 10, I was having a little trouble the first little part of it. But I'm just going to show you a quick way to always do this well. So my setup originally, so as soon as the hole comes on, right, I'm going to put at plus 10. So this one has some elevation. So we're going to play plus 10 with arrow. Okay. And how we're going to start our setup is always with 2 topspin and 2 left spin. And I'll show you how we're going to decipher, but that's how you'll just easily catch the funnel pretty much every time from like right where your starting position is, like when it comes on, and we'll see that when we come to the videos. So, and that shot's going to be like, it's somewhere sort of in this range between the bunker and the thing. Now, if we get a right to left straight wind, okay, straightish, even if it's, maybe a little that way or a little that way, but in that sort of straight position. Okay, I'm going to show you another shot that we had from the tournament because it just goes in the hole mostly all the time. And that shot is played from the +2 mark. And we talked about other videos how to find that, and I'll show you when it comes up again. So the +2 mark, and that shot is half a backspin and 1 left spin. And I'll show you, there's some examples when that comes up. Okay, so let's go to the hole and some of the examples that we have here. Now, some of these might be from when I was first trying to figure out the hole or what. So you can see I put +10 in with the wind arrow. Now you can see here, you start looking, you'll see when you get to the funnel. See, this would have been one of the first times I played it. And I'm trying to find I know there's a funnel there. I'm trying to like, see, and I'm wiggling around, but it's not far enough. And, you can tell even with a ball guide like that, the wind effect is going to pull you a bit. So I should be playing this sort of in the midish zone. You'll see there, that's just a bad adjustment. So this is to how not to play. This is, no good at all. So now I'm just guessing. But I wanted to go, like, this is one of the first times I would have played the hole and just, shit, I don't know. But it's more about you find the funnel and then change the spin appropriately. I possibly got lucky here. Looks like I caught the funnel anyway. I'm pretty close. But and that's how easy this hole is. As long as you have the right spin on and you get the right bounce, you're going to get it close every time. And I'll show you how you can do that also when you have a cat in your hand and you don't have a sniper, because the spins will stay the same, and I'll show you how to find the funnel that way. Okay, so let's see this example here. Okay, you can see I'm seeing where am I in my min, my max, right? And see now see how I'm going left and up, and see, you can see I'm moving the target and the ball guide is staying in the same spot. So I know I'm sort of in a funnel there. Let's go back. How much spin did I play on this shot? Because that's what we want to do, is get that consistent. So this is almost 1.5 top spin, it looks like. Okay. Which now, if I was playing this shot right now, I would probably change that to 3/4 maybe, like 3/4 top spin. Like 3/4 of 1 bar. I think that probably a little too much. But it's just about that bounce right there, that second bounce of where you are towards the hole. Okay, so, all right, let's go to the next. So let's see here. So I'm lined up, and at some point I figured out how to find the funnel. Yeah, see here, now it's 2 and 2 and 2. Now watch this. So see, that's right at the hole now. So that's how you start. So 2 and 2. And see how I'm moving the target, but the ball guide's staying in the hole. So that's your funnel. Okay. And now it's just a matter. So this was a touch in our face, but mostly side wind. Okay. And let's see how this comes in. So this will be important for the notes. That I left it at 2 and 2. So it was a touch in our face. you know, and then and then you're just finding this funnel down to the hole. Okay, so we know now with, you know, a touch at our face is going to be actually like a 2 1/8, like just a touch, maybe over 2, and I would have got to the hole. Okay, finding that funnel. So it's just all about consistency, right? Like, so we're you know, finding this funnel here. You know, play the 2 and 2. You know, I didn't do a good job on this one either. So a lot of these earlier videos are going to be before, you know. So there, see, I'm in the funnel, right? I see that I'm in the funnel. You know, and let's just go back. Let's just see what happened here. So how much spin did I play? Because that's all it's going to be, is the notes of finding which wins and how much spin. So that looked like, let's just 2.5 maybe. Looks like, yeah, about 2.5. You know, and still was able to find the funnel here. You can still be, I'm shaking, see, it's shaking, and the ball guide staying in the hole. So you know you're in the funnel. Okay, and probably brought it a touch back for some reason. Not, you know, I don't like this, but let's see what ends up happening. So this is, you know, a little bit more headwind than the last hole, but probably the good weight. And well, we hit great left, so that's going to take a little of the power off, right? And, you know, and finding this funnel that comes down from the right side, you know, that's an okay shot. That I don't like that shot. Let's go next. So here's one that's dead in our face. So now, you know, I'm guessing that this might be a 3 in our face. So hopefully we do the 2 and 2 here. So you can see how many rings. We're plus 10 with that much wind in our face is, you know, a lot of rings to push. So looks like we're in the 2 and 2 zone here. And now I'm just going to see there's the funnel. Okay, and then I probably pulled about, you know, at least 17 here. Let's see, there's 7 and another 10. So that was, yeah, 17. So played this. This was a true mid with wind arrow plus 10. And, you know, see where this ended up. You know, that's a pretty good weight shot. So I like that shot better. So what were we on the spin here? I'm being blocked by the stupid app. It looked. I would assume it was 2 and 3, but that could have been like 2 and 2 and a bit. But with this wind, I would, if I was to play this right now, I think I would play 3 topspin. Let's go next. So let's see what we did here. Trying to find the funnel. There's our funnel. Okay, so we pulled, yeah, so we're going to, let's see, did we pull back? So we're in the funnel. How much spin did we play? Getting blocked again. So we were 1 left on this one. I didn't see how many top, but I'm going to guess we were 1 up and 1. In the funnel. The funnel is really all that matters. It's not so much the spin. The spin is what's going to help you find the funnel. That's all. And I just know now when I play it now that I always find it right away, almost from the starting position with 2 left, 2 top. Okay, so that was nice. So I don't think we saw how much topspin we played, though. I'm going to guess it was, oh, I think it was 2. So 2 up again. No, it would have been 1, I think, with this win. Probably 1 left and 1 up. Not a great video, sorry. Next. And the thing is like, so when you're making your notes, you're watching this here and you know, write out the hole for yourself and write down notes. Like, if you hit a bad shot, go back to your replay. Okay, why was this bad? You know, what happened here? So my app's in the way again. So here's 2 top. So here we go. So see that 2 top? See how that always finds that from almost from the landing position, right? You know, and it saves you a lot of time of messing around. So it looks like we just left that, okay, at 2 top, 2 left. So that looks pretty consistent. The two top, two left, and just leaving it that way, in sort of some different winds is still working, as long as we just find that funnel. Because what I was messing around with was now taking a top off or adding a top, depending on how much wind effect I have. But it looks like this two top and two left in different winds is pretty consistent. We're getting real close every time, and you have to get close on this hole or you're going to lose the hole, especially, if you're playing with higher trophies and playing good players. They're all good at this shot. So, it's good to write the notes down, like on this wind I played here and it worked, and just play it again next time it comes up, because you'll just memorize your own notes. But hopefully this gets you fast-tracked on, a good starting point. So two left. Okay, so this is now, see, I played three tops. So let's see how this works out because I've added a top. So I found the funnel, and then I added one top spin. Didn't care that I was, my ball guide was out of the funnel anymore. I didn't worry about, I was in it. That's all I cared about. And now I added a top spin to compensate for wind effect because it's a higher wind, this 11.6. And, let's see how this works out. So pretty good landing area there. So we did kick right though, so maybe we should have compensated with another left spin. But that's real close. So this 11.6 wind, see, we played it with, so it was a higher wind and we added a top spin after we found the funnel. Next. Okay, so two left, two top, there we go. Now we're just going to find the funnel, which is always right around our starting point. Just pulled it back a touch. There it is. So see, when I wiggle, I see that I'm there. Right, and this one we're going to, what's this? Two left, and this was about 2.5 up. So we just have a same wind direction as that 11 whatever, but now it's only a 7. So this is 2.5 top. So it's good to, to note that even when a wind, is in a certain, when you get a higher wind, you got to add, right? All right, so that looked, pretty good landing spot. A bit glitchy there with a bounce, but good weight. Okay, so that looks like, if we had that wind, so the higher wind with this one, we played at 3, and with this lower wind of 7, we played it was like about 2 3/4, it looked like. Next. This doesn't look like the right hole. Okay. Okay, so now we've got the big, 3/4 the other way wind. So let's see, there's 2 left, 2 top, find the funnel. There's the funnel. Okay, and then let's see what we did. So now, see, I went back and I'm playing, what's this? So I took a half off, 1.5. See, that seems like too much to me, just logically. It seems like I should be down under, well, see, this wind's more of an across wind. See, from the tee where we were aiming, it looked like more of a headwind, but it actually isn't. So this actually might work. See, on this direction, it looks like a headwind, but when we were actually adjusting, it's more of a side wind. So always good to, compensate for that. Okay, so this comes in real nice too. So that was more of a side wind. And see, so when I found the 2 and 2, found the funnel, and then, and then just took half a top spin off. And that, if that was more of a tail wind, like I thought it was when I was looking at it from this direction, I probably only should have played 1. But we'll see. Maybe we have another example of that. Okay, so this is another one in our face. So I would play my shot here probably now, but I don't think I knew that shot probably when I was playing this. These videos are from some time ago. Okay, so there's our funnel. So 2 and 2, we found it, right? So now I'm just adding, see, all I did was add a 1/4 topspin because of the wind going in this direction. So this, if it's the same as the left to right in this direction, should technically come up a touch short. because I think the other one we were about 2 3/4. So let's see where this lands. See how when the directional wind was the other way. Yeah, see, we came up a touch short. So I think like a 2.5 to 2 3/4 that wind. But notice how that shot came when it came approaching the green. It really came more to the left side as well because of that right to left wind. So we might need to change that too, like in a right to left wind, maybe take a left spin off. So here's our 2 and 2. Funnel, right? So now I'm going to see how I'm going to change the 2 and 2 now. Now I'm leaving the left, and that looks like 1 3/4 maybe. So I took about 1/4 off. Yeah, see, this would have been the perfect wind now for the other shot, and I'm pretty sure I have examples of that. And again, see how that bounces way left more because we had the right to left wind. So I think when we make our notes now, on all right to left winds, we should probably take at least a half of that left spin off and make, after we find our funnel from 2 and 2, make it, 1.5 and 1.5 or whatever we got to do. But that left spin should also, it looks like, be changed as well. Okay, so here we are in the funnel. So this is going to be the same shot. Okay. So here, this is the one from the tournament that we got dialed in. Like I just hit it every time. Okay, so this shot, okay, is played at the +2 mark. Okay, so you're going to see +2 come up. Oh, you're not going to see it because it's the replay. So I'm just telling you that this is at the +2 mark, and see half a backspin and 1 left spin. And we don't even need the app. We're just going to play 1-to-1 +2 rings. So 9-4 rings with 7-4 wind. Okay, so you're going to see me pull this to 9-4. Okay, everything was lined up, and just play it. So all these left to right winds that are fairly straight across, this just seems to be money. It goes in almost every time, and if it's not in, it's real close because the weight's good, everything's good. Okay, so let's see if we have another one of those, hopefully. So see, here's another one. So this, now it's a 10-4 wind. Okay, so if I was to play this shot now, so I'm telling you now, I'm going to the +2 mark. Okay, getting that red ring to the rough, half a backspin, 1 left spin. Okay, and you'll notice if I was to play this now, I would, because it's a stronger wind, I would probably play the most smidgen of curls, like just a tiny curl, right? So this would have been a 12-4 adjustment. So I would have went 2-4 there and another 10. But the shot is just it's a money shot. So see, the landing area is perfect. It's going right where we're aiming. And see how that wind, though, because it was a stronger wind, pushed it out to the right more? Right, so I would play just a little left curl. If I had that, I would say higher than 8 wind. And I mean the tiniest amount, just to straighten it out a bit. Okay, so see, left ring just in the rough there. Okay, and half down, 1 left. Okay, at the +2 mark. You can't see it on the replays, but when you're playing it live, you'll see the +2 beside your ball. And just put the and the red ring, it's just like a smidgen into the rough, or play it equal with the rough. I don't think it actually matters because it's just about, it just finds this funnel. I can't seem to play this shot though with different winds from that landing area. It seems to only work on this wind direction. You know, if someone comes up with something from there, you know, see how it gets that nice little kick, right? And you know, you're in the funnel, and it just seems to be money every time. Okay, next. So same wind again. So I've also played this shot with a cat. The thing is with the cat is that your +2 mark's in a different spot. So I would suggest if you do play with a different club than a sniper often enough, that you would find, you know, your landing area here. Oh, I see what this is also, I think, from the tournament where before I found that funnel. So we're not even playing. That's a different spin. I don't even want to look at that one. Probably went in the hole is why I showed it. Let's see if we found it here. So see that +1 mark, and then there's, watch, and there's the +2. I don't know why it shows it on some replays and not others. So there's the +2 mark, red ring with the rough, one left, half back. And you got to watch, sometimes you got to pull from this side, so, you know, where the grid lines come in handy, because that tree becomes a pain in the ass sometimes when you're trying to adjust from the other side. So, you know, this is where the grid lines come in handy, where you can do the reverse pull there. Okay, this will be the last one that we look at. Just wanted to show how it's very consistent, this shot. It's just always near the hole or in the hole. Got many holes in ones with that shot. Okay, so let's get out of here. So let's go back. So, review. So, unless we get that last shot we looked at, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put in so we're going to put in our 2 left spin, 2 top spin, and find the funnel from that area. It's basically in your starting area, and you might have to pull a couple yards back, but you'll just find it, and you know you're in it when you're moving your target and your ball guide's not moving. It's still staying in the hole. Okay, we're going to play +10. Okay, mid with arrow. Now remember, depending on your ball, if you got a power 1 ball or a power 5 ball, it's going to depend if you're in mid or not. And just always remember, if you're pulling, you know, out of mid, you might have to add a little bit. If you're going towards max, you know, you might have to add 0.2 or 0.4 to your mid number. If you're pulling back towards minimum, right, you're going to have to take off, you know, you have to take off 4 or 5 or 6 from your mid. So always something to remember of where you're pulling to, where you end up. Okay, and then so we'll do our wind, sort of our chart here. Okay, so what we saw there was on the tailwinds, I would say we were about, what do you say, about half to 3/4 topspin, depending on how strong it was. Okay, and then the complete headwind, you know, we were almost close to 3 backspin. I would change that to 2 3/4 maybe, you know, unless it was a real strong wind, you know, and I would say these were also maybe 2.5 and 2.5, you know, and just adjusting around the horn like that. You know, the side wind we saw was about 2. We just left it. And then these winds were closer to, you know, 1.25 or 1, somewhere around there. So now it's just up to you. This is just a good starting point. You know, find that funnel and now dial it in with your spins according to winds. And these will be really good notes for you, and hope it helps. I'll see you on the next one.